So today's video is a little bit different, but I had to jump on here and share this with you. I've been wanting to share it with you. I just wasn't sure. I was a little bit on the fence about it because it's a little bit different. And I wasn't sure if you asked a question or some questions, if I would have any answers for you. And so, but you know what? Right now, I'm just like, we're just going to put it out there. I'm just going to tell you and just be honest with you. I don't know why these were my grandmother's wishes, but they were, and we respected them. And you know, at the end of the day, all of us are little quirky turkeys. I mean, that's what that's what I'm always saying. Like that show, Bob's Burgers. I think that's where I got it from, quirky turkeys. I not always told Grandma she was a quirky turkey, but this is one of her quirks. But so I want you to know. Okay, so Grandma was not an only child. She has a sister, and they are like, you know, most siblings are. They are so similar yet so different. And they had a very close relationship. They would always talk on the phone. They would always go see each other. She would come here for visits. Grandma would go there. And let me tell you, I loved when she came for a visit or when Grandma went there, because Grandma would bring back the candies that she would make. Grandma's sister could make some incredible candies. And y'all know I have a sweet tooth. So she was just, you know, she was a good sister. She was just amazing with my grandmother, and I just love that they had that close bond with, you know, each other. So, okay. They had a close relationship, but my grandmother's sister lives a couple hours away. So, there's that. Keep that in mind. Now, their parents, my great-grandma and great-granddaddy, they died in the 80s. Granddaddy died first, towards the late end of the 80s. And then shortly after, I mean, very shortly after, within a month, Grandmama passed. And you know, that sometimes happens when couples have been married for a very long time. I think they call it like broken heart syndrome or something. Okay, but so Granddaddy and Grandmama passed away in the 80s. So now skip forward to my grandmother and her sister. Okay, very similar. Grandmama's sister is on oxygen, just like Grandma, you know, all the things. Very independent, like Grandma. Okay, so let's just get to it. So, the quirky turkey part. For years, and when I say years, I mean years, the two of them, Grandma and her sister, have always let it be known that when they pass or when they get sick, they do not want the other to be notified. That's just how it goes. I mean, they're on the same page with this information. That's how they wanted it. And my grandmother was very particular about things. You know, for someone who was so simple and frugal, she did have very specific details how she wanted things to go for when she passed. Like, for instance, when y'all saw my video that Grandma had passed, everything had already been done, because that was her wishes, is that we didn't notify people or tell people until everything was done. So when I say everything was done, I mean she had already passed, been cremated. We had the service. We had our family dinner together on Grandma, because that was one of the things that she wanted, for us to all go out to eat and have steak on her, which we did. And so, you know, all that was in place. And so her and her sister are exactly like this. Now, if you remember, I told you in the video, no one expected Grandma to pass. It was unexpected. It was early in the morning. And, you know, we were just all caught up in what was happening. But do you know? I mean, this still gives me goosebumps every time. Do you know that her sister called on the day that my grandmother passed to make sure that she was okay, because she had had a dream the night before that her parents, hers and Grandmama's, came to her. And in the dream, they told her that she didn't have to worry about Grandma anymore because she was with them now. I'm so serious that she was with them. She had the dream the night before and Grandma died early that morning. I know. Maybe y'all will think I'm crazy. Maybe not. But I wanted to share it with y'all because my grandmother used to talk about her mom all the time. And so her mom and her dad, but mostly her mom. She was very close to her mother. And it has brought me so much peace in my healing and in my grieving. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all because I thought, oh my gosh, is that not just amazing? Amazing, right? There was no way that her sister knew this. So for her to call and say, hey, is she okay? I had this dream. So it is helping me so much because I want y'all to know I'm doing really well. We all are trying to maneuver through her physically not being here. Because like I said, I know that she's with me in spirit and in my heart, but I can't pick up the phone and call her, and I'm missing her calling me, and of course all my visits, or even like lately when I did the haul videos. It's so odd to go to the stores now because y'all remember I used to hit those stores when I would go over to her house because they were on her side of town. So it's just little things like that, But I just had to share that with y'all because every day I think about that. And I just really try to focus on that on my bad days and even my good days, because I'm still having good days and bad days, like little things. I'll be checking out at Hobby Lobby and her favorite candies are hanging up and I'll just start tearing up. It's just little stuff like that. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. I know it's odd and it's weird. I mean, I remember one time on here on one of the shorts, because I used to post all the time the things that she would eat often, her sandwiches and stuff, because Grandmama loved some bologna and some salt and pepper. And I remember one time I had a comment about how could I let her eat, that poison. But it's like, have you ever tried to tell an 80-something or 90-something-year-old what they can or can't eat? I would not recommend it. And, and if you make it to 91 and that's how you eat, I think you're doing okay. I really do. So anyway, I just want to thank you for all your love and support while I'm still making my way through losing Grandma. And I wanted to share that with y'all because maybe that'll bring y'all some joy too. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.